going to do projects which are going to put all the costs on the poor or even on the rich, it's not going to work. And that's the lesson you have to take from all the failures of projects in the past here. You have to make projects where the costs are shared across a lot of people, so here, for example, if the poor people have to move, you don't just evict them and throw them out, but you sort of minimize the disruption in their lives by really bringing benefits to them. Second thing, you have to make these projects like group portraits where everybody can see some themselves in it. They can see what they are able to get out of that project. The benefits have to be shared. So it's not just the rich people or the middle class which thinks it can promenade, or the rich people who think they can make their corporate office building here, but also the poor who say, yeah, I get out of here, I get this out of here. So across the spectrum, you must have. So first of all, project has to be designed to spread costs and benefits. I mean, ensure that no one person pays. The second thing you have to do is to make sure that everybody knows about this. We are very poor at communicating our projects to people and engaging the city in a series of discussions whereby, so from 1998, for 2-3 years, the only job was to go from forum to forum to forum to address. First of all, originally when the design was being done, to go with half-done design, to say that, listen, this is what we are thinking of, what you say. And then you listen carefully to what people are saying, because then next time around you know a little better, you change the design a little bit so that you incorporate. For example, you hear all the Gandhians complaining and you say, okay, well, the riverfront project will be done in such a way that the Gandhi Ashram's relationship to the river will not change one bit, or you change some other aspect of the project, or this or that. You take it up to the NGOs, you take it up to. So this engagement process is very important. We are very poor at doing that. Government believes very often that we can look after the public interest. And so that engagement is very important. It has to become politically, the only reason why this project worked was because very quickly it was turned into the city's project rather than a political party's project. And that, for that, planners and urban designers can do a lot by quickly showing that this is, how many different people it benefits, how many different causes, and that's really crucial. But there's a long story to this, and I'll perhaps send you that paper, and it's going to be published by Bish Sanyal. So, next. Well, sometimes, our problems are big, and I think sometimes where small can be beautiful, but sometimes you need the scale to be able to inspire the entire city or to solve the problem. I mean, I don't think Ahmedabad sewage, the problem of getting sewage in the river can be solved one sewage outfall at a time. It has to be solved with one big interceptor sewer. There's nothing you can do about this. You have to carry that sewer line. That sewer line is going to be big engineering work. You cannot do it one go. You cannot do flood protection at small. So sometimes, where this is a large project, sometimes when people see it, they feel, oh my God, but this is a city of 5 million people. This is a minor project. Tell me, how much money do you think has been spent on it up to now? Somebody who knows something about money. How much money? I mean, I showed you some of these completed works. How much money?
You said 10 million square meters.
Yeah, this. No, that's of parks. 1 million square meters of parks and gardens. But, just to cut a long story, I mean, all the works that we have done up to now is about 500 crores. Now, 500 crores people spend these days on individual buildings. Okay? You spend 100 crores. So this is actually a minor project. It just looks big, and I think the impact is, when it's finished, the project cost is estimated at being, well, officially, if you ask, if I'm speaking officially, it's 1,000 crores, but no, it's going to be around 1,200 or 1,500 crores. Now, 1,500 crores, getting all these benefits for 1,500 crores is like peanuts.
What is the length?
12 kilometers. So 12 kilometers of cleanup and is 1,500 crores is, and all to be achieved from the sale of land. Not a pie comes from the municipal corporation. That's one way in which you insulate the project. If you have a self-financing project, the politicians are not directly involved. There are other things why it worked, because the separate company was created, so it was outside the municipal corporation. However, the company is 100% owned by the municipal corporation. It is chaired by the municipal commissioner. The mayor is on the board. The opposition fellows are on the board. Everybody. So you take everybody together from the beginning, but you keep it outside the red tape that normal municipal corporations have. And so these sort of design of the institutions that create this is crucial. And that's why it's worked. It's gone a bit slow, I must say, because it could be done faster. But it was the first of its type, and Gujarat had an earthquake in between and riots in between, where we closed everything for 2 or 3 years, 4 years to knock that off. Even then it can go faster, but the first ones always take a little longer. If one were to learn from this, you would design the institution still a little better, so insulate it from the changes in administrative administrative changes. I mean, the commissioners change and it takes time for them to get back into the groove. So every time you have a change, you lose 6 months or 8 months till the new person sort of really embraces the project and takes it on.
Normally we have seen in any of the river stretches, on either side you have slum development in major cities. And definitely it is, people are spending most, and they do not have any land in the rest. Now how the settlement is done, whether they need to produce the titles, or whoever is there you are going to allow.
Whoever is there, we are going to.
So then.
So, when in the early days, I remember when you go to the Chamber of Commerce, when you go to the NGOs, they tell you, you are selling out to commercial interests, you are selling the land of the river. How can you allow such a thing? I say, but where is the money going to come from if you don't sell? So he says, government should give. I said, well, government, if it could give, it would have given for 50 years. It's not a new idea, in Ahmedabad, the riverfront idea is an old one. So they would have given, so they don't give. Then you go to Chamber of Commerce. There they tell you, you're creating all this beautiful land and you're going to give it to these poor people, they have no rights. You think you can have it without giving them something? So soon you find that this only practical arrangement is to take it and to accept the fact that they do have possession. And if it was your private plot, you would pay something to get rid of somebody who has possession of your plot, right? Somebody encroached. Well, treat it like that.
How contentious was it?
Sorry?
I was going to ask you, how contentious was that process?
Considerable. It need not be. Even now you might still, in the next few months, you might still hear more about it because they're going to do some last bit of not evictions, but moving of people. And some of it is going to be forceful because in such a situation, remember, you can never have 100% volunteer. You're going to have 5-10%. The process has got, sometimes, even with all of this that we are doing, it can easily get politicized, because you must understand these slums are vote banks, and some of the people who were most opposed to the project were the MLAs and the corporators from that area, because you were disassembling their vote bank. You're going to take away the people they have in their captive control, or at least they can manage during election. You're going to put them away somewhere else. So I'm suddenly going to lose 500 votes from here and they're going to go that side. So these are the people who were opposed to it. Once that is overcome, and that requires a bit of political will. I mean, you have to get enough people have to be arguing for the project for these guys somebody in the party to say, shut up, we are going to move ahead. This is no longer your small concern. So that bit is, but you can do a lot to make it move ahead. Sorry, you were saying something else. But
colony which has been built for this slum. How many units have been built?
for about 14,000. 12,000 actually. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Well, sorry that we are closing down because it's past 5 and there, Meenakshi is also there to talk about. Anyone handle? Since technically we are left with 10 minutes, which is too little for two speakers to speak, we will extend it by 15 more minutes. That means making it a 25 minutes session for two of us, in which I'll cut down my small presentation to 10 minutes and give 15 minutes to Meenakshi, and hope we'll be able to answer one or two questions again.